Welcome back everybody. I'm Rizput the Blade, your personal mining guru, and today we're gonna introduce you to the world of ship mining. So let's dive in. Star Citizen it offers you a 2 mining ship currently in the game, which I'm displaying you here now in front of you. These smaller ones are Prospectors, and the bigger ones in the back are moles. Prospector is a single-seater starter ship for mining, and a mole is a multi-crew ship which can also be operated by one person, but it requires much more focus, much more dedication, and much more pure will to do it alone. I'm showing you here now all different kinds of skins that you can have on Prospectors and on the moles. And this is my fleet, but I didn't even pull all mining ships that I have out on this path. But you can see here all different kinds of versions of them. Let's talk about now pros and cons for both ships. The biggest difference between these two ships are in sizes of rocks which they can crack and in the capacity of ore they can collect. Other thing also, it's a flight performance. Prospector is a small nimble ship which is pretty fast and it can stop pretty fast, but Maul in comparison to him it's a much bigger ship, thicker ship, and ship which cannot stop so fast. It has much more weight. And both ships are normal industrial ships which are not created for some performance flight, but for work. One thing that we need to mention is that you can actually rent Prospector in the oil stations who have refineries, and we talk about that in our previous videos, where you can also rent the rock mining car, Cutlass Black ship, and there you can also rent the Prospector. Only problem with rented ships is that you cannot put upgrades through the vehicle loadout manager on them, so only maybe you can do it manually if you open the ports on the ship and if you find some parts on some wrecked NPC ships. But usually these parts are also default parts, like on the ships when you buy them. One important thing is also a VTOL, which stands for vertical takeoff and landing, and on the mole this VTOL mode of flight is very important because, like we said before, this ship is very heavy, and especially in the atmosphere above the planets, that ship can drop on the floor if you don't turn the VTOL on. But in the case of Prospector, because it's a much more lighter ship, it's not so much important. Let's now explain all the Prospector features. Here in the front, normally it's a mining laser. That's a whole mining arm with a mining head which has modules on, and here we have a light, and the only entrance in the ship is here on the left side through these doors. And here we also have the VTOL thrusters which are also used as the engines, and this is the ore pods, or if you want to say ore bags, where your ore is gonna be collected after you break your rocks. This small ship has size 1 shields, and basically everything on him is size 1. So these shields cannot withstand such a big blast when you're mining the rocks like the mole can, because mole has size 2. When you enter the ship, this ship exactly in front of you has a small toilet, and it has also a bed, so you can actually bed lock from the ship. So you can see here you can sit or you can lie down, so that means you can bed lock. And here is a small like a room area in which you can actually spawn boxes that we recently get in the game. So you just put your inventory on local and just drag this box out, so you can create more storage for you if you really need it. And you're gonna see that this 2 SU box which we spawned actually has more storage than the Prospector local inventory is in the vehicle. But if you don't want the box, you can just drag it back in the local inventory, just dragging with your mouse to the right, and the box is gone. So let's see now the cockpit. Cockpit is very simplistic, just one seat, and everything what you do, you're operating from that seat. As you see, the front windshield of this ship is just clear, it's no beams, and other construction parts like in other ships, so it has the best visibility as a small ship. And we're gonna show here how the VTOL now works when it's on and off. See the lights, you can also turn on and off. And this is how the ship looks like, when the VTOL is off, and then you can turn it back on. And now it's time to show you the most important thing on the ship, and that's the mining arm. For turning on mining arm, you need to press M, and then the mining arm pulls out. Now you can see up where it says fracture mode, you have a small highlighted icon on the left. This is now put on the laser for cracking rocks. And if you press left click, you see now this yellow laser is turned on. And with this laser you can start cracking rocks. If you wanna collect the rocks after cracking, you need to press right click, put it in extraction mode, and now you see it's the right icon highlighted. And then you just click left click to turn this laser, which is like purple and a pink color. And then you can just extract your rocks. And now we're gonna show you the HUD. So on the left side you have mining modules, which is installed on your mining head. Down it's showing your actual mining head, which you have. On the right side you have scan results, which we don't see now because we're not in front of a rock. And you have cargo capacity. I intentionally want to show you where it says 00 from 00, because before I start to film I exchanged the mining pods or mining ore bags from MOL to Prospector. And if you do that to increase your capacity in Prospector, when you have first run you're gonna see 0 capacity on your right down side, but you're actually supposed to have 48 SU. So when you're gonna start to collect your first pieces, when you're gonna mine, it's gonna turn back to 48, and then it's gonna stay always 48 SU. And I'm gonna show you how to exchange these mining pods, the whole procedure after we introduce the MOL. MOL have 3 lasers. One is on the front, as you can see, and then we have 2 on the sides. So one on the left side, this one, and now we have one on the right side. And also it has 8 ore bags, where Prospector has only 4. So it's much bigger capacity, and it's 4 on each side. MOL also have normally VTOL thrusters, so like we said before, which is very important for this ship, where it's normal gravity especially on planets. And if you wanna enter this ship, you see you need to look on this circle. You look exactly front, you don't have to look up. And you look front towards the front landing gear, and you just hold F and press elevator. This is the easiest way to click on it, to not search all around. Some elevators on some ships have gravity, but the MOL one doesn't have. So don't go out in the flight because you're gonna fall off this elevator. So keep that in mind. And now when we enter this room, you see it's like a little bit more spacious room. Here you can put also boxes here and stuff. And on the left and right side you have these doors which lead to another doors where you have side lasers. So you see where is the seat, you can click on that to get in the seat. And you need to remember that these lasers are in atmosphere, so it's no glass here in front, so you always need to wear helmet. Never forget that, because you're gonna suffocate, if you're not on some planet where you can breathe. And here you have like some small showers, you know, it's like 4 of them in the whole ship. And this side here, it's normally left side, which is basically the same thing, only it's left side, it's not right. So this is 2 lasers. And now if you wanna go to cockpit area and the front laser, you need to go in the deck up. And now first thing where we're entering is the kitchen. So here you can, you know, hang out, have a drink. And here on the left it's a sleeping, you know, room. You have 4 bunk beds. You have also showers, and normally you have a toilet, which you can still not use. Maybe we're gonna be able to use it. But now if we're gonna go to the front of the ship, first thing, the next room, in this next room is a front laser. So if you go down the ladder, you're going back to the lower deck, and if you click on the seat, right, holding F, you're gonna get in front laser. So when you turn, you're gonna see that between 2 monitors you have like a small console. You see, with 3 square and 4 circular buttons. So full left circular button is power on. So you also hold F and click it, right? And now on the right side you can see 96 SU of storage, and on the left side we have in upper part same as Prospector modules, and down it's showing our mining head. And also what you can see, if you hover like here, you can see your active modules and how much more times you can use it. So this is very good information, which indicates you that your module is on the end, or it's like a brand new one, right? So the same procedure is for powering it off. And you can see this glass is very dirty. So if you put ship like mall out, the front laser glass through some, you know, time, it's gonna be dirty even if it's nothing dirty in the air. This is how the game works. So only way to repair it is to actually repair the ship, you know, to clean it. And here in the front we have a cockpit. Left is pilot seat, right co-pilot seat. Co-pilot seat cannot do anything basically, you know, still in the game, and we're gonna have some mechanics that we can do in the future, but for now we don't have anything. So why I didn't go in the side lasers in the beginning to show you how the side laser works is because of one big reason, and that reason is that you need to open side laser when the ship is in the air, because they're extracting under the landing gear, so they're lower than the landing gear, and if you're in the low gravity mode, this can sometimes flip the ship. So it's not recommended to go in the side laser before you are in the air. So now if you see, when we click now the seat and we're gonna go, normally it's gonna extract to the left side, actually to the right side of the ship. You can see now when the landing gear is extracted that this laser is actually lower than the landing. Side lasers works the same like front one, it's just a little bit different layout up where it's 2 monitors, but this console is still between them, and normally full left circular button is power on. And now you can see on the left side where it says active modules, so it's the same layout, and you have down the mining head, and on the right side is the capacity, right? And now when you click left click, so it's exactly the same procedure like in Prospector. You're turning on fracture laser, and you can see now me moving the laser, so you see how much reach you can have with that laser when you're on the side ones. And it's the same with the front one. And then you click right click, and then you click again left click, so this is for collecting. So it's basically the same, you know, it's just size 2 lasers, you know, size 2 mining heads, and Prospector has size 1. And here up you can also see your active modules if you hover, and normally you can power off the laser, which is not necessary when you're doing mining runs. Now I'm gonna show you a few more things. So when you go back down the ladder, just go backwards and you can just jump. You don't have to do animation, you know, for going down. And if you wanna go out from ship, if the ship is landed, just go on side lasers and you can just jump like this. So it's very simple, you don't have to use the elevator. Next thing what we're gonna show you is how to exchange mining pods from Mold to Prospector to increase our storage. So first thing what you need to do is open your ship ports. You need to unlock them, and to do that you need to hold right Alt on your keyboard and press letter K. We already did that in the mall, so we don't have to go in the mall. But now first thing to that to work, you need to be able to use your tractor beam on the landing pads outside the stations. Tractor beams usually don't work on pads, but you can easily make it work just to drop it on the floor and you grab it back in your hand, and then it's gonna start to work. So now you can remove the pods. As you can see now, when I pointed it, it's highlighted green, and now I just hold left click and just drag it to the down to the floor, and just with mouse scrolling pull it towards myself. You can see it says Argo or pod. That means that I already exchanged, you know, mole or bags or pods on my prospectors. So this is the indicator that you see that that works, and as you see it also says Argo or pod. So yeah, these pods are the same size, but like, you know, like say size physically outside, but they have capacity for more SCU than Prospector ones. So Prospector ones are 8 SCU and the mole ones are 12 SCU. This is my little introduction of these two ships, and in the next video we're gonna talk about all the data what you basically need to know, or ores to look, you know, where to mine, what ores to mine, what ores are good or bad, what to take, what to leave, you know, and all that stuff. So this is it for now. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you have any questions you can always ask me in the comments below the videos, or you can always visit my stream, because I'm streaming every day on Twitch. And if you really like all these explanations, guys, please subscribe and like, and normally share the video so people can understand and know what's important. Till the next time, guys, see ya. Bye bye.